Hey, welcome back to Cali Cat Tap Talks, the podcast that pours more than just a beer. We dive into the stories, the trends, and the truth behind what's really happening in the beverage world, one sip at a time. So today we're going to be talking about how tariffs and politics are hitting big beers. I don't know if you guys saw the stock market the other day. It's crazy out there. So, why are beer giants like Budweiser and Modelo struggling? Why are shares tanking and shipments down and headlines screaming about volume loss? Today's episode isn't just about stock prices or tariffs, it's about fear, culture, and shifting tides of American drinking habits. And trust me, this goes deeper than you guys think. Let's start with the basics. AB InBev, the global beer powerhouse behind Budweiser, recently reported 1.9% drop in global sales volume. That might not sound like much, but for Wall Street was expecting a tiny drop, only 0.3%. The result, their shares fell almost 9% in one day. Constellation Brands, the parent company of Modelo, is also feeling the pressure. Their stock is down over 20% this year. Beer shipments are slipping. The numbers just are not adding up. Most headlines blame not inflammation, but inflation, aluminum tariffs, or rising interest in non alcoholic beers. And yes, those all play a role, but that's not the full story, guys. It's not the full story. There's a little twist in this one. It might be a little culture backlash, I'm gonna tell you. Now, here's where things get interesting. Let's zoom in on Modelo. Modelo's rise to the top wasn't just by luck, it was by loyalty. The Hispanic consumers, our brothers, our sisters, especially in California and Texas, made Modelo one of the best selling beers in the US. In fact, nearly half of Modelo's US sales come from Hispanic drinkers. But this year, something changed. Those same regions, California and Texas, are now showing a sharp decline in Modelo sales. And it's not because of beer tastes any different. It's because real fear of immigration, crackdowns, deportation, and economic uncertainty. Social gatherings are completely down. Spending is cautious. People are laying low. And guess what? This means less beer sold at family parties, barbecues, and neighborhood get togethers are down. Mandela just, they just didn't take a hit from terrorists. They took a hit from an emotional political stress their biggest consumers facing. Yeah, they got hit. They got hit pretty hard. Now let's talk about the elephant, or shall I say, the dry elephant in the room. Non-alcoholic beers. AB InBev and Constellation's brands were late to the game, while smaller companies like Athletic Brewing exploded in popularity. The big dogs were still pushing lagers the old way. The new generation of drinkers, they want healthy, conscious, alcohol-free or low ABV options. They want transparency and they want authenticity. Being late to the NA game has cost big brands more than just market share. It cost them culture, relevance, and now they're just trying to catch up. So let's talk tariffs and margin. Let's do that. We also can't ignore the financial weight of aluminum tariffs. The U.S. imposed 25% plus. Well, the U.S. or was it him? Yeah. But anyway, tariffs on imported aluminum. And That hit the beer industry hard. Aluminum cans are king in the US, and it's estimated Constellation is eating over 1 billion annual increase can cost. The huge margin squeeze, especially when demand is dropping. So, what do these companies do? They raise their prices. But guess who can't afford higher prices right now? This same community that made these beers famous. So, what's really going on? I don't know, you guys. You guys are driving home or you listening to this on your break. What's really going on? So, let's recap. Is big beer failing because of tariffs? I'm going to say yes. Is it failing because of shifting taste towards non alcohol options? Absolutely. But behind the scenes, the biggest factor might be the quiet consumer backlash driven by fear and frustration. Modelo's strongest market, the Hispanic communities of California and Texas, are retreating, not out of disloyalty, but out of self preservation. When you don't feel safe, you don't party. When you're watching every dollar, you don't splurge on a 12 pack. And that's something no tariff or marketing campaign can fix. If big beer wants to bounce back, they will need to do more than lower prices or launch in a line. They need to rebuild trust, meet people where they are. If you're a smaller brewery and listening right now, you might just have a golden opportunity to do what these guys can't. Let's say cheers to that. But let me tell you something. If brands like Modelo and Budweiser wants to recover, they can't just throw out discounts or flashy ads. They need to step up, support the community. That's the bottom line. That means um, that means a lot, man. Show up, not just with a product, but with a purpose. Um, because when you support the people will support you back. And if you don't, uh, there's a local brewery around the corner already ready pouring it into the community and ready to take your place. So raise your glass to more than profit. Raise it to the people because beer should bring us together, not leave anyone behind. Cheers, and I'll see you on the next pour.